Yeah, I'm recording. Now,
Yes,
good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss the second practical of your experiment number one, which is your write a program in Python to perform the operation on the list. Here we have to perform the multiple operation on the list. As we know that basically list is also one of the data type where it also has the many operation like the string. So here we will see what are the different operation we are going to perform it onto the list. As we know that here there is a operations is given. First one is create a list, second is display the list, third find the length of the list, fourth check the element of his list is or not. We have to check that particular element is available in the list or not, then concatenate the list, then replacing the certain element within the list, then deleting the element from the list, and then we'll see what is Python nested list. All these 8 operations we have to perform. The first one, creating a list. How to create a list? If you want to create a list, you have to use the name of the list. For example, you can see it here onto the screen. Name of the list, for example list 1. Then whenever you want to create a list, write down the data inside a square bracket, so it will be considered as list separated by the comma, and it may consider multiple any data type. For example integer 1952 etc, and then string is also there, and you can also write a float also. So once you will press an enter mark, the list will be created. So list one is equal to this one, then the data is to be there. So each of is these data is to be considered as the data of the list. But make sure that it should be written inside your square bracket so that it will be a list. Once again, suppose you want to you want to check it is list or not. Write down as type, then list one, then press enter. So you can see that it will consider it as the list. So make sure that you should include it in the square bracket, the first thing. Similarly, suppose I want to create a other list also. So in that sense, you can create any number of the list. So I'm creating it here as the second list. So here we have understood how to create a list. Name of the list is equivalent to then data inside a single square bracket. So it will be considered as list. Second, we want to display the list, right? For example, if you write it as the list one, once again, it will display you the list. If you write as the list two, so it will also display the list. You can write it in the print also that for example if you write it here as the print, then inside the print if you write a statement as list 1 then followed by this, so it will also print you the list. So in this way you can print your list. So the first statement is that print list 1, the list is to be printed. Second, now some slicing is to be used, means from that particular point only we want to display the data. So suppose if you're writing your statement as print, then if you write as name of the list, for example you are considering it as the list one, once again in that 1 colon 4 you have written. So what is the meaning of it? 1 colon 4, it will take the data from 1 and up to the 3. So you can check it. It printed list 1952 and 2323. First, let's check the list one content. List one contents is Python list 1952 2323 432. Right. Python is 0. Then 1 is your list. So list is printed. Then 2 is your 1952 is printed. Then 3 is 233 is printed, but 4 is not printed. So whenever you will get this slicing 1 to 4, it will print the data from 1 to n minus 1 location, right? If the second statement if you written the same one, for example in this way 1 to 3, so what it will print? It will print 1 to n minus 1, so it will print 1 and 2 both. So once you will print enter, it will print 1 and 2. In this way you can also use the slicing. And suppose if you have used like this one, print list, but instead of here you have to get give any data, when once you will press the enter, so it will print you the entire list but starting from the position which is given here as 1, right? Zeroth position, there is a Python. You can see the statement here, but from 1 to all, it will print it in this way. So you have to give the initial 1 to 2, 1 to 1 colon, then it will print from 1 to the last. For example, if you are given like this one, 2 to 2 colon. So what it will do, 2 colon. So it will print from 2 to last. 0 is your Python, 1 is your list, then 2 is your 1952 to end. In this way it will print it. But if you want to print data from that particular index, so what you can do it directly, likewise the previous concept of your programming, you should give the index number and then press enter. So it will print a data at particular position. Suppose you want to print a particular list 2 times. So what you can do it, you have to write down print, then name of the list and multiply it with 2. So what it will do, it will print your entire list 2 times. You can see it here, Python list 1952 423, then once again Python and etc. Suppose you have to give it here as multiplied by 3. So what it will give, it will print the list 3 times. Similarly, if you want to add both the links together, both the lists together, you have to use the plus symbol in between these two lists. Suppose we have the two lists, list 1 as well as list 2, right? You want to add both, press enter. So here it gives the error that multiplication symbol is to be used. We want to add it. You can see it here, both are added together. Now you can see it as the single list. So here we have understood how to display the list, complete list, particular index links, from particular position to the particular position of the list, and from the starting position to the end of the list. And we have understood if you want to display the list any number of time, how to display it. If you want to add the two list, how we can display it. So here the second part we have understood. Third, we can also display it by using the for loop, right? So for example, for that for loop, once again the statement will be like this one. You have to, for example, give for m1 in list 1. In the previous example, in the previous language, you have used for I, right? And then for I equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. But here there is no increment, decrement is required. It automatically grows. So we are considering for m1, for example, for I. For m1 will be any variable which want to check it in the list. In is basically an operator which wants to check that this particular m is available in the list, right? So, or simple example, you can say that the for loop has this statement for, then m1 is any variable, for example, I, j, x, y, etc. in list 1. In list 1, we want to check it. So now it will, suppose you want to print all the data which are available in the list, and here we have considered it as the m1, right? So once you will press an enter, it gives as error m1 is not defined in the list. So once you have defined in this way, that it will print your entire data. So here you can see to it, once it is defined onto the program that print enter the element of the list is there, then we are using for m1 in list 1, right? We have defined in this way, then basically it will display all the elements which are available. For example, if you run it here, you can check at this point. It will show you the entire output of the program. Now you can see it here, right? The element of the list, the entire element is displayed in this way, right? In this way everything is to be displayed. Similarly here we are using this statement, then press enter, we'll go for the backspace, then it is showing the error at this point, m1 is not defined, but here it is already defined. So hope everyone have understood this for statement. If you want to display it by using the for loop, you should write in this way as you get the output in the program execution. that particular data is, whatever the data is available in the list, it will be displayed continuously. Once again, we'll check what is the, you can see to it now, all the lists are displayed. So Python, then list, then all the elements which are available in the list, it should be displayed. Now here we understood how to display the list by using the for loop. Anas Imam is asking the question, sir, M1 are all the elements of the list, right? Yes. M1, Anas Imam, M1 is basically all the elements of the list. If you want to display, this is the variable. You can write any variable. For example, I have written now M. You can write I, J, etc. Hope you have understood. Anas Imam, have you understood? Should we go ahead?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
सर हेलो सर
Yes.
सर जब हम लोग वो लिस्ट ब्रैकेट में अगर माइनस साइन अगर यूज करेंगे तो फिर वो कैसा पाइथन वो करेगा?
हाँ, वो मैं बताऊंगा आपको जब लेक्चर में आऊंगा ना, तो उसमें और लिस्ट के बहुत सारे ऑपरेशंस में ऐड करूंगा, तब मैं आपको बताऊंगा। जैसे आपका एरे में होता है सिर्फ पॉजिटिव इंडेक्सिंग होता है, बट पाइथन में नेगेटिव इंडेक्सिंग भी होता है जो लास्ट से स्टार्ट करता है। सो एट दैट टाइम आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू हाउ इट विल गो। होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड।
यस सर।
हाँ, नाउ यू कैन सी इट, जो आपने बोला था अभी दिखा दे रहा हूँ, बट इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर राइट नाउ हियर बिकॉज द एम ऑफ द प्रोग्राम इज डिफरेंट। Print list 1 minus 1. What is the last data? Last data is your 432. For example, I am giving it as the list 1. Right now, you consider last data is my 432. When you write minus 1, so here from the last it will start. Right, minus 1. So 432 will be displayed. Suppose if you give the here as minus 2, so what it will display? It will display the other part, that is 2323. ऐसे करके आप जाओगे -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. Hope you have understood. समझ में आया? किसने पूछा था?
यस सर।
Okay. Now next is your length of the string. To find out the length of the string, the length method is there directly, by using which you can calculate the length of the string. For example, if you write this statement, len is the method to find out the length. And length of what you want to find out? You want to find out the length of the list. So list 1 is to be written here. So once again, whenever you write as print length of the list 1, so it will give you the length. Len is the method. So once you will press it here, now you can say that the length is displayed as 5. Why it is 5? Python is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now next you want to check the element is in the list or not. You want to check that particular element list or not. For that purpose, we can use that operation very easily. If another in list 2. Now here we'll use the other operations. Other list which are available. So here for example, once I will print the list 2. So the data should be clear to everyone. Now if another in list 2, once again it will use to check that particular data. For example, another is available in the list or not. If it is available, that colon mark, then indentation is to be maintained. For that indentation, once again you have to write, for example, you want to execute that it is available, so another is in the list. Once again you press enter, go back, because we want to go for the else part. So else part will be executed at this one, then followed by this. Once again the indentation is to be maintained, and then we have to print that else part, it is not available in the list. So it is not available in the list. Once again you go back and execute it, so it gets that another is in the list 2. You can see that list 2 content is available at this point where the another is available. Suppose here the other statement I am writing is as which is not available in the list 2. For example, Python is not available in the list 2, right? So if I'm writing it here, so it gives, sorry, so after this execution of this statement, it will check the Python is available in the list or not. So it gives, I have written, I haven't changed it here, so it gives that it is not in the list. Another इसलिए आया क्योंकि हम लोगों ने यहाँ change नहीं किया था, but once you will change, it will display the another is not in the list. So can you tell me this application of this statement where it will be used? कहाँ पर यूज हो सकता है? आपको वोटर लिस्ट फाइंड आउट करना है. टू फाइंड आउट द वोटर लिस्ट देयर इज सो मच लिस्ट इज अवेलेबल वेर यू विल चेक इट. So you have the one backup of the data where the list to be available. That is your name of the voters. Only write down these two lines of the command to check that name is available or not. आप जब भी वोटिंग को जाते हो तो लिस्ट में आप पूरा नाम चेक करते हो. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट यू हैव द सॉफ्ट कॉपी ऑफ इट, राइट डाउन these two statement and you will definitely immediately will get the information that it is available or not. Next is your concatenating the list in the Python. How to add two lists, and for that purpose you can use the plus symbol, right? And for example, if you have written the statement of like this one, two lists to be considered, my list 1 0 1 2 3 4, then new list is 5 6, two lists are available. Now we want to add it into the my list. My list में अभी दो डेटा और ऐड होना चाहिए, 5 and 6. So what it gives, multiple statement found while compiling statement. Okay, that I'm showing you the line by line to understand that what is the meaning of each and every statement. One is to be copied, then next is your 5 and 6 is to be written for the next one. Then after that we want to combine it into the third statement, that is your my list is equal to my list plus my new list. So now you can check the my list. The my list data will be now 5 and 6 will definitely will be added here. So here the 5 and 6 is added. Now you can see the content 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 is available there. Similarly, if you want to use the for loop like display, you can also use it like previously we have used for m in my list, then print your my list. For example, like this one, for L in my list, you can utilize it here. For L in my list, now you want to display what you want to display, the print, the variable name is for example your L. So you can display it like this one. Once again go back and print it. Now everything is to be displayed by using the for. Next is you are replacing the list element with the new one. Now we want to replace one available data with the other available data. Right, for that one simply you can use the index value. For example, here I have written my list 0 1. 0 पे पहले का आया था, यहाँ पर 0 था, right? In this one you can see it here on the screen. Initially it is 0. Now we want to replace it with the 1. So now it will be replaced. Similarly, for example, other data which you want to change, what is onto the position 4, 0 1 2 3 4. On the 4 there is 4. Now we want to change it with the 5. So you can select a particular index and then you can utilize it. Once again, suppose I want to display it. Now you can check there is 1 2 times, then 5 2 times, because 0 की जगह 1 डाला हमने, 4 की जगह 5 डाला, that's why 2 times are coming. In this way it will be executed. Now you want to delete a data. To delete a data directly, the statement you have to write your index value on which you want to delete. For example, you have the my list is available here. You can check the content. Now it is changed 1 1 2 2 etc. Now you want to select the index. Now accept the index from the user which data you want to delete it. Now enter the index number, for example 1. Now here the 1 is to be entered. Now we'll select and convert it into the index integer. Now here it is converted into the integer. Input is to accept the string. Now it will be converted into the particular data, that is your int value. Now it is int value. So here it is converted into the integer part. And after that you want to delete a data. For deleting directly, the del command is there. Del, then name of the list, then followed by your index number. So here you will write a command as del is your command to delete. My list is the name of your list, then index is the input or the index which you have taken. So you can check it now. Now for example, if you write it here as my list, you can see that now 1 was there on the one position, now 1 is deleted. The element is successfully deleted. Now if you want to once again display the entire element of your my list, you can see to it all the data is to be displayed. 1 is only one time because 0th position is there, but the first position the data is to be deleted. Similarly, for the Python nested list, here nested list we want to use. One list is to be declared as book list where the data is to be available. Now you can check it here. The data C, name of the book and their cost are available. The price. So C896 inside a round bracket. After once the meeting gets over, once again you have to log in it. 10 minutes is left. So my list square bracket to make a list. After that, we are considering a round brackets. Inside that, we are writing two data. One is the name of the book. Second is the price of the book, separated by comma. So here we have considered C, C++, and Python, and along with the price. List is given. Then CH is equal to none. This is basically one of the data type we are considering it here. Then while CH, while statement here we are using the same as previous one of Java. But वहाँ पर क्या होगा, यहाँ पर आपको कोलन यूज करना ब्रैकेट की जगह. While ch not equal to 0, जब तक वो 0 नहीं देता है तब तक उसको continuously perform करना है. Why 0? Because we are considering the 0 as exit. When otherwise we are giving the menu to them, print 1 to show the book, then once you press 2 it will add a book, right? So once first will choice, take the choice from the user, input choice is to be taken. Then if statement, if you are using continuous if else ladder, likewise in the Java you have used if else if else if else if else if etc. in this continuously. But in case of your Python you will use el if ch is equal to 0, then printing exiting. L if, not else if. L if ch is equal to 1 colon, then print book or price you want to display it. For add book, this is the variable in book list. Book list is basically the name of your list. Then what we have taken the data from that position. 0th position में अभी कितने डेटा होंगे? दो होंगे. एक होगा C and उसका cost, right? So this will be added into the book name as well as the book price. C जाएगा book name में और 896 जाएगा book price में. Hope you have understood. Similarly, for one position में C++ we will go into the book name, then 599 will go into the book price, and after that we'll display both the things. Print book name, then /t for the space, then book price. It will be displayed. Similarly, L if CS2 second choice, then once again book name is equal to input, enter the name of the book. It will ask, because we want to add, so here it will ask enter the name of the book, that is your string. So input is to be taken and then book name. Then second is your book price, input enter its price, but basically this is your string, we have to convert it into the integer, that's why int symbol is to be used. Int input enter a price, it will be stored into your book price. Now we have the two data. Now it should be added. So suppose we are considering it as the add book, उसमें हम लोग दोनों नाम डाल सकते हैं अब. Now this is the flexibility of the Python facility is available. Both the things, book's name comma book price is to be added into your add book. So this add book is now added into your list. So book underscore list, this is the name of your list. Dot append is the method to add a data into the list at the end. And then add book, which data you want to add. This is your add book, which is nothing but your book name and book price. Otherwise, in the else part, if the user have an interest 0 1 to anything, if they have enter, so here print sorry, the choice is not valid, and you have to go ahead. Now we'll run it. For example, if I'm running this program, here the entire program output will be displayed. So we are interested in the last thing only. This part is already covered, so I will go directly. Now here in the last part, in which we are interested to see, 0 for exit, 1 for show books, second for add a book. Now suppose if I'll add 0, it will exit. If we'll go for the 1, so a book list is to be displayed, C, C++, Python, and then price. Right. Now we'll go for the second one, add. For example, print it here as enter the name of the book. For example, Java book is not available here. We'll consider it and we'll consider the cost 1350. So this will be added. Now once again we want to see that it is added successfully or not. So yes, it is added successfully. So those who want to make a project for the library management system with the help of this Python, now it is very easier to go ahead, because every statements it will be converted into the small part. Hope you have understood this program. सबको समझ में आया? You replied in the chat box, or turn on your audio and reply. Have you
Yes, sir.
understood? Okay. Anyone is having any doubt, then you can ask. किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Less than 4 minutes, 5 minutes is left. Once the meeting gets over, once again you have to log in it onto the same ID and password, and you have to show me the output of both the programs. So I'm stopping the sharing here. You turn on your camera and start executing the program. Everyone turn on your camera and start executing the program. अभी इससे पहले किसका प्रोग्राम हो गया था? Faz. Who's there?
Fahad.
Who said? Fahad, na? Fahad,
Yes.
now you share your screen. I'm allowing you to share the screen. Okay. Now you share the screen. Okay, good. Good one. Now you stop sharing. Next, who is going
Sir,
to share the first program?
Rohit Bale.
Yes, Rohit, go ahead.
Sir, this is the output and this is the program.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Fast check. Okay, you are sure, no? Okay, no problem. Everyone is typing a program. You should type it so that the problem of indentation, everything should be solved. Okay. Yes. Once meeting gets over, once again log in onto the same ID and password. So that will continue. Done. Zoya Mansoori, Sheikh Tasneem,
Yes, sir, done. Yes, sir, done.
share the screen.
So can we use Notepad and then run it through CMD?
Yes. In the last lecture, I'll explain to you. You can do it.
Yes, sir.
Less than 1 minute is left. Once the meeting gets over, once again. And it is mandatory for everyone now for the interaction. You turn on your camera.